Good morning, everybody. Cheryl here with Inked Pulp. We are back with another Art Before Breakfast. And hang on a second. Excuse me. I'm just getting my YouTube up. How is everybody today? I am doing great. I slept well. I feel good. All is good. See, don't have anybody here yet. I want to show you something before we get started on this book. I have something I got in the mail yesterday and I want to share it with you guys. Let's see, we got a couple of people here. Who's here? Got some glue, some dried up glue on my tile here. Clean that up. Well, probably have to use some alcohol on that one. It's all dried. All right. Oh, Penny. Hi, Penny. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. So I wanted to show you guys what I did yesterday for my Junk Journal January page. And then I want to show you what I used and how I did it. So this is the page. It was called Bookshelf. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Penny. It was called Bookshelf. And so I have these little, books. He's sitting on a stack of books. But what I wanted to show you is, do you see this bit of gold on here? I saw this in another video, and I ordered some of this gold foil. And what I ordered was the Deco foil. It's a hot foil, compatible with hot foil systems, but I'm not using it as a hot foil. I am using it as, let's take one of these little pieces of paper. Oh, good morning, Big Mama. Hey, Luis. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna, this is just so cool. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue in various places around the page here, make it a little sticky. This piece is very well used, but there's still some good foil on it. You can use a bone folder. I like using the back of my fingernail for this. And we are just going to put it down. And look at that. Is that not the coolest thing? Kind of like doing splatters. Big Mama, I know you love your gold. You're going to love this. And I hope, have you tried this, Big Mama? Or Penny or Louise? Have any of you tried this? Oops, I think my glue dried a little bit. It wasn't wet enough. Yep. I'm probably getting down to the end of my paper here. I'm not getting big splotches, but have you guys tried this? Oh my gosh, I love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. I love the randomness of it. There we go. Look at that. Hey, Lori B. Oh, there you go, on glass. Well, like I said, in my junk journal January, do you see I put it on this page and I've got just little hints of the gold on the page there, and it's just awesome. It is just awesome. Oh, Sharpie markers and the gold leafing. We may have to play with it. Now, I'm curious about something. I wondered if it would stick to fabric. And I just wasn't sure. Whoops. Got to put it silver side down. I'm just wondering if this works. A little bit. I got a little, oh, isn't that pretty on the fabric? I got a little bit there, and my fabric is, or my foil is quite well used, so. But this foil goes a long way. If you're just putting little bits of it down, it really goes a long way. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I found. I'm late to the party. I'm just now finding this. You guys have done it already. But I love the randomness of it, kind of like, splatters. Oh yeah, it does work on fabric. And the thing is, it doesn't come off. That's the thing I like about it. So look at that on fabric. Isn't that cool? The flakes. Yeah, this is the paper. The reason the flakes might be okay, but I'm going to send it back. Originally, I thought I was ordering gold foil, and what I got was this. And I suppose I could crumble those up to make flakes, but they fall apart so easily that it's hard to put them down. Where this stuff just sticks. Yeah, I've just got my matte medium here, Lori. And the thing that I like about the foil is that it picks up randomly, where this, okay, if I put this down and then, yeah, I like the foil better. Yeah, these are not sticking. This is not sticking, but these aren't the flakes. This is not sticking. I'm sending this stuff back. I don't like it. It doesn't work well. Um, well, I found a little bow up there. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this foil. Like I said, the reason I like this over, like the leafing is that, it goes on random. So you just get little bits here and there, and I love that. Let's press this down. And I'm not putting glue over the whole thing. I'm just putting it in random little places. Anyway, I just had to share that because, oh, that didn't. This piece is about done, I think. I think I need to get a new. There we go. I got some more. But anyway, I'll put that away. I can sit and play with this. Hey, Wendy. I just wanted to share. Here's a piece that I did yesterday. This was my first sample, and this is what really drew me to it. Look at that scrap. Isn't that going to be fun somewhere as a collage piece? All right. Let me put my play away. Wendy, I was just showing my new gold foil that I got and how cool it is. Like, look, I even got it to stick to this fabric. See the little gold flecks? I think that's cool. Hi, Tammy. Hey, let me go through this real quick and see. Okay. I have everybody else's. Oh, Pam. Is Pam here? I was putting emails in my mailing list so you guys would get. I'm going to record another sale today, and I think I'll put it up tomorrow. All right, let's work on the guest book. Okay, what did I do? I had everything in a little box. There we go. And I put it on my shelf. Imagine that. What I'd like to work on. Oh, hey, Marty. You're on my list is I don't have, and don't put it in here, but you can email it to me or text it on Messenger. I don't have your email address. So when I send out emails like to announce a sale or, other special announcements, I don't have your email. So I won't be able to send you those announcements. So if you would like to be on the email list, then please, please, please send me your email address. Everybody else in here so far I have. All right. You remember I said I wanted to do a one page that was collaged with some of these textures. Like this, some of these textures from these pages. And so I thought today, we're going to get up to 45 today, you guys. I'm going walking. Okay, this one doesn't really have much in the way of textures, this Ethan Allen. The only thing I saw, maybe something here, or maybe something from this wall, but let's look in this book. And if I'm going to do collages, how big should I do my squares? Like 2 by 2 inch? Actually, let's make them oblong. Let's go, let me find some good textures here, because I know there were lots in this book. And some of them were even in the clothes, like this. Hello, Penny. So I just want to look at that one. I just want to, oh, look at the wood. I just want to cut some of these out. I don't think we want to put flowers on Frank's book. Maybe that one. Oh, that's a cool texture. Oh, there's some more. Okay. We'll get some of that texture. Oh, she's got a lot of it in here. It's kind of a wood grain, but let's see if we need that one. I may not need it. That's a cool stripe texture in her shirt. So I guess we have to kind of look past what the picture is really about and imagine what it could be. Raw flowers. Ooh, there's some brick. I like that. There's some good wood texture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make like maybe a 2x2 and a 2x3 template. And then I'm going to put it where I want it on there and trace it. So we can get, that's kind of a cool texture up there. Oh, there's more stuff over here that we could get. Getting a lot of wood grain, but that's okay. Oh, I love this. Love that. Here's some white stucco texture. More of the same. She reminds me of Gwyneth Paltrow. Doesn't she look like Gwyneth Paltrow? These are kind of cool, the cement blocks. And what I want to do is put these down necessarily right on the page here. I'd like to cut another piece of paper, glue them down, and then sew over them is what I'd like to do. All right, here's a fun one, a stripe. What do you guys think of this idea? I've got a lot of wood grain already. What do y'all think of this idea? Might be able to use just a piece of that, or, oh, here's a bigger piece here that we could pull from. Nobody's talking this morning. Nobody's talking. Ooh, look at that one. That's cool. And I'm just tearing up magazines. Have y'all seen My Vagabond Style? She does a lot of, I like that a lot too. She does a lot of things where she makes her own paper dolls, where she'll take the head or the body and put different heads on them, different accessories. And I thought, oh, that is so cool. And I really wanted to look at doing some of that. But I didn't have a lot of heads and bodies and body parts to work with. But now I do. Like, see, take her head off and put a different head on that. She also does things like cut the legs out and have the legs to put on another body. And she does some really cool stuff. If you haven't seen her, it's My Vagabond Style. That's a fun one. All right. I think that's going to be enough. So let me cut a piece of cardstock. This is one of my ones that I did my earring cards on, and it didn't come out right. So oh yeah, My Vagabond Style. Marty, you're a mod. If you would like to put her her link in, that would be great. I'm just looking to see in this. Ooh. Look at that black check. That might be a fun one. Ooh. And this, oh. She makes some really cool stuff, and I want to try some, but I needed some, people, and I need some, like, this would be a fun one. And like, look at her, head. You could cut that off and put it on a different kind of body, and lots of fun. Okay, I've got enough. Now, what I'm going to do is take my ruler. I want to make some. Oh, thank you. So there's My Vagabond Style. If anybody wants to go and check her out, her name's Debbie. She's the one who did the interview and interviewed me for the Marguerite Miller. So I'm going to do some that are 1.5 long. Or wide, whichever way you're looking at it. 1.5 by 2. Yes. And we may get this done and not like it, and that's one of the reasons I don't want to put it right in the book. It's because I'm not positive. All right, so there are some. Well, that didn't cut very even. There. Okay, let's do 2.5. By 1.5. We'll do some this size, some this size, and maybe we'll just go with those two sizes. So what I was thinking that I would do, I probably should have done that as a little frame, so I could have put the frame over it, but that's all right. So, like, I love this part of the texture right here. So I'm just gonna mark around this. And then I can cut that. And that can be part of our texture. Now, I could rip this and leave jagged edges, but remember, we talked to Maria yesterday, and you know, she's more of a traditional type person. So I think this is going to be a better choice. All right, so there's that. Look at that pattern. Isn't that cool? Let's do a little one out of this shirt. So has anybody ever done anything like this? Just taken a magazine? Oh, hi, April. Hey, April, I wanted to let you know, I know it's taken me forever, but I got your invoice sent out for that nightlight from Christmas time. So if you look in your Gmail account, you'll see it. And your ring, I'm actually going to make that on a live stream. So it'll be after we finish this, project. Or maybe I'll do a separate live stream. Not an art before breakfast. I'll just go live. I thought you might like to see it being made. So April, what I'm doing now is cutting out bits of magazines so that I can, oh, I did them both, the small ones. That's all right. So that we can make a collage of all of these great textures. Let's do a bigger one. Look at this. And put this right up at the top. Whoops. Kind of like a masterboard. And then I can stitch over it. And what I want to do, I'll probably take a piece of cardstock that's a color other than white and let white kind of be the frame around it and cut it a little bit smaller than the page and then make the collage on that piece. I mean, just look at this. All of these textures. Isn't that just the coolest thing? Has anyone ever done this? There are lots of magazines out there that have really cool textures in them, like we're seeing it in the background, in the clothing. So it doesn't just all have to be blue sky. I mean, look at that. Isn't that cool? Cool, cool. I like it. What do you guys think? Let's cut a little one out of this. I can get a couple out of here, actually. Let's do a big one of this. We'll do a big one up there. And then a smaller one over here. Aww. Well, we're glad to have you back, Marty. We haven't seen you in a while. I'm just going to trace all these, then I'll go through and cut them out. I actually really like this part down here, the darker. I can't quite get it on there. But I can get this one on there. Let's do a really dark one. And then let's do a lighter one. Everybody's so quiet. How is everybody this morning? Oh, this is a fun one. This is a fun one. I think I'm going to put it down here. Everybody's so quiet. What's everybody doing today on this fine Tuesday? Even if I don't use them all up on this project, these will be fun to have. Just little texture pieces. I was thinking about, if somebody wants to look this up, that would be great. I was thinking about seeing if I could find doing some housework for sale on Thursday. Yeah, I think I'm going to post my sale. Wendy, you had mentioned wanting to do a sale with me. I haven't done any live sales, but I certainly can do one. If you want to do one together, we can do that. Okay, there's the, oh, I love this one. This stucco. Nap in the near future. I slept really good last night, and I was up at, I don't know, like 5:30 this morning. But for once, I felt really good and rested, and I don't always feel that way. Ooh, that stucco is pretty cool. Oh, and this is the paper. I want this part right here where it's really wrinkly. One in February. Okay, yeah, let's do. I'm doing all video sales right now. I think I sold everything I had on that last video sale. I have one more order to process from April Storm, but I think she bought up pretty much everything that was still left. So my first sale was very successful. Hey, Big Mama, if you're still there, I have some fabric fat quarters in your box that have been there for a long time. You ordered, but it wasn't really enough to ship, so I've just sort of had them in there. And I can continue holding them for a bigger order, or I can just send you an invoice for what I have. Yeah, it wasn't a huge sale, but it's still nice when you sell everything. Okay, I don't know how many more of these. Ooh, I like this one. Let's do. Let's do this one here. But I've got stuff in the back end of my car that needs to be put in a sale. I've got a lot of this kind of stuff. Do I need more? I don't know if I need more of that. This is awful dark. Oh, we were going to do some of this brick. I'm going to put some of these aside in case I don't need them. I'll have them there. All right, there's that. And then I've also got that one. All right. Oh, I was going to do her shirt. I think that's going to have to be a smaller one. So I didn't see anybody answer. Hey, Mike. Has anybody done this before? Like just cut swatches out and made a collage. So what I'm doing, Mike, is I'm cutting out different swatches of texture that I have found. These are the catalogs that Maria sent me, and she said I could use them in Frank's memory of life or celebration of life. And so I thought what I would do is just cut out some pieces, and this is a pretty cool piece right here. Cut out some pieces and then collage them together. Now, the thing I'm going to have to be careful about is that if I put anything wet on them, they're going to wrinkle. And that's not a good thing. So I may have to use tape. I've got this green in her shirt, but I think I'm going to hold off because I may have enough once I cut all these out. I may have enough. So what you working on today, Mike? Are you making me an anvil? It's not a journal, Wendy. It is her husband Frank passed away on April 13th of last year. And on April 13th of this year, she is having a celebration of life for him. And she asked me to make a guest book for this event. And she sent me a whole box of memorabilia from Frank. And so yesterday we figured out what size it's going to be. And I put some signature pages together. How many signatures, and we did just some pre-planning yesterday, and then today I am starting to work on it. And you'll have to go back and you can fast forward. I don't know the timestamp, but we actually called Maria yesterday because I had some questions for her. And she is, I don't know if you remember, Maria is the lady that I met at one of my shows in Sugar Mountain. And this was back in July. And she loved what I did and said that, her husband had recently passed and she was downsizing because she may need to move. And that she had collected throughout her married life all sorts of different fabrics and doilies and laces and trims and just all this stuff. And she wanted to know if I could use it, if she sent it to me, if it was stuff that I could use. And I said, well, yeah. I said, but I'll pay you for it. You don't have to just send it. No, she wouldn't hear of it. Yep. And so she sent me that big box of goodies, and and we made her the bag. Do you remember that? The bag that we made for her? And sent it to her. And then she sent me another box of goodies. Well, no, then I called her. That's what it was. Because when I sent her the bag, I also sent that journal that we made and auctioned off, and Donna won it, and she wanted to gift it to Maria. So Maria got the journal and the bag, and then I called her. She gave me her phone number, and so I called her, and No, that's not when she told me. So I'm getting my chronology all messed up. But anyway, at some point in one of the communications with me, it was a written communication, she told me that her husband, she was having this celebration of life and wanted me to make the guest book for her. And I said, absolutely. And she says, I figured, the price would be around $100. That's what I was figuring on paying you. And I said, well, you aren't paying me anything for all the stuff that you've sent me. We'll just make it, and I'll make it with the girls on the live stream. And she thought that was so cool. And so called her yesterday because I had a few questions for her. And she was I told her, I've got you on speakerphone and you're on the live stream. And we talked for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. But it was really cool. She's such a sweet lady. She's in her 80s. But you can listen to that audio if you're interested. I asked her if she wanted me to send her pictures as we go, or if she just wanted to be surprised. She said she just wanted to be surprised. So one of the big questions, Wendy, was, whether she wanted tea-dyed paper for her signatures to make it look vintage, or whether she would just want the crisp white paper. And I had a hunch she would want the white. I think she's, pretty traditional, and her husband was an IBMer. And sure enough, she said, yeah, I think I'd like the white paper. So it won't all be white, but oh, look at these textures. This is just going to be the coolest collage. And what's left over, I can keep for something else. So Mike didn't answer me. What are you working on, Mike? You making me an anvil? Yeah. Oh, were you on yesterday, Wendy? I didn't remember if you were here or not. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just think for her, I don't know. From what I know of her, that's just what I guessed. And so did you, apparently. Yeah, she's a sweet lady. Did you hear her say that her husband liked to take photographs, and so he would just photograph random people, some in his family, some not. And he's got all these old photos that she's already sent me some, but she's got all these old photos and asked if I could use them. I said, well, yeah, that works. Yeah, she's just a really sweet lady. So she's going to send me, she said, some more photos. All right, let's see. What do we have left? I've already got something like this. I'm just going to cut them all out, and then we'll pick which ones we want to use. So no, this isn't too awful exciting. We need to have some talk. So let's talk about, we did songs the other day, and that was a lot of fun. What are you guys' favorite movies? Who has a favorite? I have two. My all-time favorite movie is Mr. Holland's Opus with Richard Dreyfuss. Have you guys seen that? You have a brain that goes blank on these questions? When my son was growing up, he and my husband had two movies that they watched over and over. I mean, they must have seen it 100 times each. I can't watch movies that many times. But they could recite the lines in it. And their two movies were Terminator. No, not Terminator, Predator and Young Guns. And oh my gosh, anytime those movies came on the regular TV channels, Dead Poet Society, I've never seen that. Mike, I was asking what you were working on, if you were making me an anvil. Last one. I've not seen Dead Poet Society. Is that one I should watch? The 13th Warrior. Oh. Yeah, I knew that one had Robin Williams in it. I just have never seen it. I'll have to watch it. So, any big name actors in 13th Warrior, Mike? Okay. How about the rest of you? Favorite movies? You know what I may have to do is just put a little dab of, let's see what size I need this paper to be. Put just a little dab of glue on just to hold it in place, like glue stick. And then when I sew it, and then because this is magazine paper, well, if it's stitched down, it'll sew okay. Let me find, what did I do with my signatures? Thought I just had them out here. There they are. All right, so I want to leave about a 1/4 inch all the way around, and this is 8. Okay, the page is 8 by, I don't remember what we made it. 8 by 5.5. Okay, so we're going to go 5 across. I have a 1/4 on each side, and 7.5 by 5. That's the size of the page that I need to do the, and I'm thinking I'm just going to use plain white copy paper to keep it not too heavy. Let me find the piece over here. Ugh, too much stuff. All right. Thanks, Wendy. Ring box out of a walnut shelf. I've pierced half of it, gilded it, tiny hinge. Oh, so yes, it's got some good actors in it. All right, what about the rest of you? What do you guys like to watch? Okay, what did I say? 7.5 by 5. All right, there's the size. Cool, Mike. I know what you meant. First, I thought it said diarrhea. And I was going to say, I don't know that I want to do that. All right, let's look at how we want to put these down. I want this kind of more in the middle. Okay, let's start by putting that up there. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue stick them down a little bit, because if I need to pull them up, I can. But I'm just going to put a little dab in the middle. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, we're talking about favorite movies. Do you have one? Oh, give us one. And then I'll tell you guys my second favorite movie. There. I think this is going to be cool. What do you guys think? Help me decide which colors to put where. Oh, but that's too matchy-matchy. I've got a horrible glare on this. A Christmas Kiss. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Yep, I like that one better. It's longer. What do you guys think so far? Is that pretty cool with all those textures? I like it. Nope, not the right color. Not the right color. How about that one? So my second all-time favorite movie, and this might surprise you guys, because I am not a big Pauly Shore fan, but Son-in-Law makes me laugh like crazy. I love that movie. I don't know why. I want this one kind of right in the middle. I don't know why, but oh, hey, April. So, April, we're talking about favorite movies. So, tell us about your favorite movie. Oh, Son-in-Law? I know. I love it. Hey, Donna. So, Donna, I cut out of that catalog a bunch of little squares that made up textures and that had textures on them. And I'm gluing them down. I am gluing them down. Just a little bit in the middle because these are magazine pages and I don't want them to warp. And then I'm going to go stitch around the whole thing. My Fair Lady and Dirty Dancing. Do you know, I don't know if I have ever seen Dirty Dancing. Maybe parts of it, but I don't think I've seen it in its entirety. Let's get some green over here because we've got some up there and we need to balance it over here. Patrick Swayze. That was so sad what happened to him. Him and Michael Landon both. That whole prostate cancer thing. So what are you guys thinking of this? And then we can put a picture of oh yeah, Road to X movies, Abbott and Costello. Yep. Oh, Forrest Gump. Luis, that's a good one. Don't think so what, April? You don't like the collage? I think more in the middle. Turner Classic Movies. Do you know I do not watch TV anymore at all, ever. The only time I watch TV is if there's a football game on, and then I will watch it. But I just really don't watch TV. Do you know, and I may get in trouble for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I used to love Sister Act and Whoopi Goldberg. But with all the radical stuff that woman has said in recent times, I just really, really, really have a hard time. I need something. Oh, we'll put the brick here. Or maybe right there. I just have a hard time getting behind her anymore. John Wayne. Oh, and Maureen O'Hara. You would love to watch movies with my husband. He likes John Wayne. Okay, what else do we need? What other colors do we need? That's a scrap piece there. So we've got some light. I need some darker. How about that gray? The old classics. All right. And how about this piece of wood right here at the bottom? Now I'm going to cut around the edges, and you guys can tell me if I need anything more. You can't stand John Wayne? Oh, I like him. He's such a classic. So what'd you guys think of the remake of True Grit? Who was in that? Was it one of the Bridges brothers? Clint Walker. Mouthful of mashed potatoes. Did anybody watch that remake of True Grit? I thought it was pretty good. That little girl was something else. And that was really the first time that I ever watched True Grit and understood what the story was about, was at the remake. Beau Bridges. Yeah, I thought it was one of the Bridges brothers. Beau, and then what's his brother's name? I can't remember what his brother's name is. What comes to mind is Todd Bridges, and that's the young African American actor who played on with Willis. What you talking about, Willis? I don't remember what that show was. All right. These are leftover pieces. What do you guys think of that? Once we get it, all stitched around. And what I will do is stitch, just like it was quilted, I'll stitch just on the edges that are showing. So it looks like it was quilted on there. Does it need anything else? Any other piece? I'm wondering if we need one more piece right up here. And I could make it a small piece. It wouldn't have to be the whole thing. You guys like it? I'm not going to sew it while we're here because that would take a long time. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we need that light piece right there? I kind of think we do. To break up, because this is just a whole big... He wants his food. I think I need this one right here. All right. Any other spots where we need... I don't know. I don't like that on there now that I put that there. I don't like it because it's not the same size and it looks out of place. So I'm going to take my glue eraser and hope I don't mess this up. If I do, I've got another piece that I can put down there. Oh, don't do that. Don't wrinkle. Okay, I'm going to do something here. I may ruin this, but I got to try it. It's a little moisture. I'm going to try to get the rest of that glue up with water. It's got kind of a coating on the pages, so it may be okay. That's what I get with messing with it after I finished it. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Now, the other thing I did, and I'm going to wait till after I'm done, is I got a little white showing here because the edges aren't all stuck down. And I rolled that edge up a little bit. So I'm going to try. Let's hope I don't mess it up. There we go. Got just a little bit on there. All right. I am going to sew this off camera because it'd be just too much on camera. But let's see what that will look like with a photo on it. Nope, that's too big. I'm going to have to shrink down some of these photos before I can use them, but let's just put that like that. But see how that'll make a nice frame around there? If I put a photo about this size on it. And then it'll just have the texture. So none of that texture in the middle. That black check shirt that I love and the stucco that I love won't be showing, but that's all right. So what do you think about that? Gray tabby. Huh. Yeah, isn't that cool? And then we use some of her ephemera. We use the and And I might put one that's even a little bit smaller. We'll see. So we can see more of that texture. I've also got this picture that I can cut down. And there's one more in here. This has got a lot of that blue on it, and I could cut that down. But there's him and somebody. So anyway, that makes a kind of a frame around the picture. And then that will go on one of the signature pages and have a further, like a white mat around it. Isn't that cool? I need to scan this picture in and see if I can get some of this blue stuff out of here. I like that a lot. What do you guys think? Yeah, I do too. I like it a lot, April. The 15-year-old dog. So Tammy, before you go, you see how we made this? And it was just a quick, you were saying you didn't know how we like put stuff together so quickly. It just, I mean, it wasn't quick because it took me a while to get this done, but you just got to start working on something. All right, then I have a couple of extra pieces. The other thing, I don't want to make this gaudy, but I could put a few gold flecks around it. Yeah, and what I thought of doing is printing up some little nameplates. Frank with Dave Kosloff, one of his dear friends. So yes, I plan to put some little somehow I'll make some little plates because a lot of these pictures have like the year, like Frank's senior year picture. So I will do some of that. So there's our first go at a page for the memory journal. I still need to type up. I've decided to type up the bio rather than try to copy it because her handwriting is small anyway. And if I reduce it, it'll be even smaller. And it'll be harder for people to read because I'm guessing there will be a lot of senior citizens. And sometimes things that are really small are hard for senior citizens. I remember that from my grandma. So I thought I would retype it and put it on a page. Could even go on this page. But anyway, that's the decision I came to on the bio thing. So I'll get that typed up today. All right, folks. Anything else before we go? Yeah, Tammy, it is really neat. And it's just, wait till I get all the stitching on there. It's just a matter of running with an idea, see what you come up with. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I got to turn on the news and see how Ms. Nikki Haley is doing in New Hampshire. I don't know that she has a chance, but anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Thumbs up if you haven't, please. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.